In the Schneewald forest, an eerie quiet hung in the air, not the kind that brings a sense of calm, but rather the heavy silence that follows devastation. The ground was blanketed in snow, resembling a frozen resting place. Scattered around were shattered trees and forgotten weapons, with wisps of smoke lazily curling through the atmosphere. At the forest's edge, one soldier remained standing. His name was Thomas Keller. He wasn't a celebrated hero, nor was he someone history would typically recall. The order to retreat had already been issued, and trucks were pulling away as soldiers vanished into the haze. Yet Thomas chose to stay. He was the last signal operator on duty, and if the enemy managed to push through this forest, it would mean disaster for the valley beyond. That valley held hundreds of injured soldiers with no protection left. The radio was malfunctioning, and the signal was faint, filled with static. Time was slipping away. Then, he heard them, engines rumbling, German tanks inching their way through the trees. Thomas rushed into an old crumbling bunker. It was cold and barely held together. He fiddled with the radio wires, trying again and again to get a response, but nothing came. Outside, he could see shadows drawing nearer, clutching one last red flare, a signal of impending danger. He took a deep breath and shot it into the sky. The battlefield ignited in red, with the snow and fog illuminated by the warning light. The enemy's advance faltered as confusion spread among their ranks. Inside the bunker, Thomas calmly spoke into the radio. "This is Schneewald Post. Enemy approaching. Hold the valley." Gunfire rained down on the bunker, concrete crumbling around him and snow exploding into the air. But Thomas kept his composure and returned fire. Focused and steady, minutes felt like hours until finally, the valley responded. Allied artillery began to fire, shaking the forest. The enemy retreated into the fog, and the flare eventually fizzled out, leaving the radio silent. When the soldiers returned the next day, they found Thomas in the bunker, still at his post, his rifle by his side. The valley was safe, no monument was erected in his honor, and no medals were awarded. Yet, every soldier who passed through that forest knew one thing. While history may remember the battles, it often forgets the faces. But legends are the ones who remember the men.